MMG MishMash Gaming. Today I am here with Ryan or, I believe...
Austiic.
Yeah, Austiic. Ryan or Austiic, sorry, I forgot your name there. Ryan or Austiic, my name is Giraffero or Jenna, you can call me, and we are the two commentators here on this match of Oregon Bomb, with the two teams being... You take that one for me.
I don't know. Hold up. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we never even got the two teams that we're playing. Yeah. So I guess we're just playing. Yeah, I guess we just don't know the teams that are playing. But we'll say blue team and orange team. We walked into this way too quick. But anyways,
immediately game here.
Yeah, immediately going into Oregon, we have a Capitao, Jackal, and Echo ban to be expected, but a little bit on the Capitao ban. How do you think the Capitao ban would outweigh against the other operators you could have chosen? Opinions?
Well, I can definitely understand banning Capitao on Oregon of all maps. I think that this is the map where he's gonna thrive the most, and I mean, if these guys are willing to put up with all three hard breachers, then that's fine with them, I guess, because they decided to ban him instead of a hard breacher.
Yeah, I mean, you would generally on this map even just expect maybe a Mira ban. I mean, these guys obviously have a Mira strat going on that they expected to have her for, and nobody decided to ban somebody like Amira, or nobody decided to ban somebody like Legion, you know, a trap operator that would have more use than, we'll say, an Ella. You know, you understand the Ella shotgun meta, and you understand the Echo plant denial, but what's the cost? What would you rather have? Would you rather have somebody that could prevent you from pushing into the objective with their traps, or would you rather have somebody that could prevent the plant? And that's what it comes down to. That's what this whole issue is. That's, I guess, what this hinges on. So,
yeah.
Alright, we go into our first round with a site of Laundry. Now, this is obviously an expected site. We have a Kaid, you know, obvious hatch denial, so there's most likely not going to be too much going on in vertical play unless Kaid, well, in terms of the main lobby at least, unless Kaid does not use his ability on the main lobby. So, yeah, I mean, walking into this round, I feel that these teams are going to have to adapt to what they bring to each other. So we have, obviously, a Montaigne coming in. What are your thoughts on the Montaigne?
Well, I think that defense, them bringing Legion was definitely a good choice because of the Montaigne. And usually when I see someone pick Montaigne one round, I just expect them to bring it the whole game because I sort of see it as a crutch, similar to Ella Shotgun. And I just expect it every round if I see it one round. That's the thing. Like, you gotta be right through for anything.
For sure. And so we see a top push, so this is obviously going to be a top to bottom clear. Great for obvious roam clearing, which is what we are going to see here in the minute with the Jaeger. So now we're gonna have a Jaeger come into contact with this Monty going down white stairs, and now again, droning out the Jaeger, being able to get the intel on him, and Jaeger's just able to run away before the Monty is able to get the shot on him, so unsuccessful in that attempt, but possibly not another as we have another engagement, but yeah, on the buck, gets the down on the buck.
Else. I thought that, for a second there, I thought that he had the buck.
Yeah, Jaeger low in health, but still a body up. Now we have Twitch getting another frag onto the Bandit to get the refrag.
Now we see die here.
Yeah, we have.
He's getting pushed by the Twitch and the Monty. He nearly got the Monty, and he will kill him.
Yep, he does kill the Monty and gets the Twitch. Now it's a 1v4 situation. Jaeger's been able to completely deform this team's whole offense. Just shuts down the attack. That was very, very uncoordinated, in my opinion. That whole attack was. I don't even know how to explain it. That happened very quickly, and that happened unexpectedly, to be honest with you. I figured that would be a little bit more coordinated. I felt that would have been, I don't know, that could have been a lot better executed. It should not have been individual like it was, but now we see Legion obviously getting up the Jaeger with about 50 seconds left on the clock. Thermite's gonna have to clutch this 1v4 or lose the round for his team, which is definitely what we're expecting.
He will get one kill though onto the Jaeger. And he will get
Another
a
shot.
Cade as well. Putting it
gets
into
the
a 1
Cade.
versus 2.
Yep, 1
If
versus 2
Legion
right
just holds
now.
this angle, and Thermite doesn't peek up the stairs, then he can just kill the Thermite as he runs down the stairs. But that's really the only way he's going to win this round, by going down those stairs. He can't get the hash, and he doesn't have time to go around. So if Legion just holds his position up here, then it's an easy win.
Problem is Legion going to get aggressive, or is that Thermite going to have to kill that Legion there?
He will
Thermite
kill the Legion.
downs the Legion. Okay, so now it's a 1v1 situation. We have Mira. I have a double Legion now, but we have a Mira sitting under Mira. It's going to have to be a be-all, end-all to the situation here. Now we see a plant going down, but it is not able to hit the floor before the timer goes out. So, yeah, it was a pretty quick round, in my opinion. I mean, of course, you know, they waited out the time, but you already knew it was over before half the round was actually gone.
Yeah, but all the action happened in the second half of the round. There wasn't really much going on in the first half.
Yeah, so...
all the action just came down at the end there.
Yeah, that was, not... In my opinion, that wasn't a too eventful round, other than the Jaeger play, which was obviously, clutch for his team. That was, good on his part. Definitely good on his part. He was definitely the MVP of that round. But, okay, so we got an update on what the teams actually were.
It's RiZe Alliance and Trust No One.
Yeah, RiZe Alliance and Trust No One. Trust No One is blue and RiZe Alliance is orange. Sorry, guys. Completely misinformed there. That was just information not able to get to us in time, but we got it now. So yeah. So, first round. Analyzing. What do you think? I mean, what was the whole idea going on? Like, what was the whole problem, you think, with the...
I think that the problem was that, I think Trust No One, yeah, that was the blue team. They just couldn't capitalize on that Jaeger until it was too late. He killed way too many people in that kitchen. He was trapped in the pantry. He should not be allowed to just get away with getting 3 kills in there so easily. The one onto the Buck, that's totally acceptable. It took both people by surprise there, but Buck should be able to relay the information that he's in there and that he's trapped. He should be an easy kill from there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that honestly was a loss of communication, obvious loss of bodies, and that was an uncoordinated push onto the Jaeger, you know, that should have been a Monty and the Twitch, not the Monty then the Twitch. That's what, you know, that's like what you always gotta say, you have to think of it, both people pushing in at the Jaeger at once, and that just did not happen. It was very lackluster between them, and for that reason, obviously, he was able to win that engagement. And now we see the first kill.
Winning engagements,
yeah.
Just Bandit pick up the first kill.
Definitely.
And that will be the Twitch off the board.
Yeah, that's that's the first kill with the Twitch off the board. Now we see a Bandit coming up for the flank. Will he get
He will get refragged by
killed.
Psychotic. And
it is now a
4 versus 4.
4v4. But obviously Psychotic does have lower health now, so that is very detrimental to the team, especially with the utility that he does have. He's at a bigger disadvantage, 100%. So we have Jaeger now in office or small tower, if you will, just roaming around, you know, trying to get a good spot, good foothold as to where the attackers are. Now we see as well a hold. Now
One
this
shot
is an
will
interesting
pick
hold.
off
Yes.
Doc of Renegade.
Yeah, this is definitely an interesting hold because so far we haven't even seen any hard-breaching capabilities right now. So right now we do not see any master bedroom / closet pushing or even thermite anywhere near the master bedroom. So not sure what's going on there, but we're gonna have to see what kind of strategy they're gonna pull out. I'm not sure, but. Have now a 3-4 situation. A possible engagement now. Yeah, 4v2.
Be picked off by the sledge, but a team kill. Oh my! That will be the sledge off the board now, as Psychotic kills Comet. Thermite will finally breach the wall in the last minute, and as that happens, Frosttime will get picked off by Psychotic. I believe that's 3 on the round for him now.
Yep, so now we see a 3-1 situation. Legion is going to have to clutch this if he wants to win. You know, the Thatcher is down right now, so it gives him an extra opportunity to push in and get the drop on the attackers, but Legion is definitely going to have to be fighting an uphill battle here because they have angles to prove, you know, we have this and we are able to win this, and so far Legion hasn't even made a very feasible push, but now he's getting shots onto the Thermite. Is not able to kill the Thermite in his engagement, but is stuck in the closet now. He's either going to have to push that Thermite or get bested by him. We see Zofia pushing now, trying to peek that Legion, but not able to. Legion runs out, gets the kill on the Thermite. Gets the kill on the Thermite.
1 versus 1 now, but
1 versus
Zofia
1,
will
but
clutch
Zofia,
up.
yeah, Zofia is able to take the engagement and win the round for her team, so even if that Legion was able to kill Zofia, too much time was wasted to the point where obviously it was no return. They were not able to get that. But it still was a very good attempt on Legion's part, and I mean, who could say he was wrong in that situation? That was not a situation he was supposed to win. Especially with the angles that they were able to hold. But even at the end, you know, Legion was able to get aggressive and he was able to get the kill on the Thermite and eventually the kill on Thatcher, but he did get bested by that Zofia.
Yeah. We are going to see Tom 6-pick off the Finka to a Thermite. I don't know. I think it looked like, or they were trying to make it look like they were baiting out a rush strat with the Finka, and possibly the sledge being incorporated as well. But that's more of the kind of strat you'd save for basement, not really upstairs.
Yeah, for sure.
We will see another top floor attack that Trust No One will have to do, as last round RiZe was unsuccessful with defending upstairs, so they will go back there.
Yeah, and about the Legion versus the Valkyrie pick, I honestly feel that was put on by the Finka pick, you know, trying to keep back those pesky vendors now. So they're obviously going to be losing the utility with that Legion pick instead of the Valkyrie. I mean, that is going to be a bit of a detrimental move for the team, in my opinion. But I don't know, we'll have to see what happens as time does tell what will happen in the room. So now we see a Zofia, you know, IQ, Thatcher, Sledge, and Thermite. So nothing necessarily out of the ordinary. You obviously have soft breaching and hard breaching capabilities between the team. You have an electronics detector. You have entry fragger. All of the bases that are covered, and a usual, you know, team coordinated push. Honestly. But a bit of a surprise with how this team has been choosing to roam with their characters. So this team has been very off-putting with their roaming, in my opinion. They've been picking very weird, very odd places to be roaming. Places that you should not necessarily be roaming. That would not like give you very good foothold, but they still have been able to get kills, surprisingly, in their attempt. Which is, I guess it speaks volumes on the attacking side's ability.
Yeah. But as you were saying earlier about the attacking team covering all bases, I noticed that they don't have any smokes to assist with the plant, which could be a problem later on in the round when they want to go for one, if they choose to.
That is true. That is wasted utility right now. And Zofia getting down by that Legion trap. So that's going to be a body down for them, as well as the Thatcher getting low health, and eventually getting down by the Bandit. Bandit pushes into Armory, gets a double kill now. So yeah, that roam definitely paid off, which was in the odd spot at first, but ended up getting him a double kill, but now getting refragged from the Thermite. So, yeah, we got about 1:15 left on the clock with an IQ going down to the IQ, but eventually gets refragged. Eventually gets refragged now, but
Thermite is down elsewhere,
yes,
leaving Sledge in a 1 versus 3.
Yeah, definitely. Now, 1v3 situation, is the Sledge going to choose to pick up the Thermite, or is he going to go for the rest of the frags on the team? That is going to be a decision that's going to weigh heavy on the team's success. But now he does go for the Thermite.
For the revive.
Yeah, it does go for the Thermite, but it's
obviously
going to weigh on the time.
Is that I'm not sure if Thatcher was able to throw down his EMPs before he could get the wall. It's not going to matter because Thermite's going to die in a pulse. But Comet is gonna drop shot from the looks of it and pick off the Pulse, leaving him in a 1 versus 2 against the Legion and a Smoke. He's only got 20 seconds left, and he's funneled in through one doorway. They know exactly where he's gonna come at this point, and it should be an easy win.
Definitely should be an easy win for the defenders, unless obviously it turns out different with a couple frags, but eventually probably will not. Yeah, it does not turn out successful in the attacking side, but great round by the defenders. So looking back at the round now, there were a couple things that obviously went wrong on the attacking and personally the defending side. So what are your thoughts before we go into this? Hello? I guess we might have had a disconnect. Not sure what's happening, but I guess I'll take base on this one. So yeah, from last round, obviously we had again a bit of a wonky roaming situation going on. We had the Bandit roaming Harry Potter, we had the Jaeger roaming God knows where at this point. I believe it was Kitchen, but I'm not sure on that because I think Pulse is roaming around there too. But now the roaming situation did end up going in the defenders' favors, obviously with a couple of frags, especially coming from the Bandit in the beginning of the round. Those 2 Bandit frags were vital. I mean vital to the defense shutting down the attack. I mean, they got it on the 2 fraggers, the 2 utility operators that were, again, vital in the attack. And so by shutting down those 2 operators, they were able to take away a lot of utility and a lot of, even bodies and fragging capabilities that otherwise would not have been there. Sorry, are you back? Okay, gotcha. Yep.
Alright, I don't know what happened there, but as I was gonna say before my mic cut out, I feel like the Jackal Band is working against them here, as they're having a lot of trouble picking up those roamers hiding in strange locations. And I do feel like a Jackal would help them out there. Now, they are bringing a Nomad for the first time, which can help them. I don't think it will be as effective, but I do think it will still help them.
Honestly, actually, I think Nomad would be a better pick in this situation. I mean, instead of an IQ, truthfully, or even a Zofia in this situation, because if you truly think about it, what does Nomad do? Flank watch.
Cuts off rotations.
Exactly. She cuts off rotations. She's able to watch the flank, even without a drone, even without the extra utility being used, which is what this team has been needing. Short of a Jackal, short of, these weird roaming spots that we've been talking about, these very off-color spots where these defenders have been hiding. In these situations, now we see Vigil, again, talking about the roaming spots. The Vigil is able to get the kill on now the Nomad and the Twitch, which is what we were just talking about. But, yeah, so the Nomad, who obviously is dead now, but she would have been able to give them a lot of utility, regardless.
Yeah.
So now we see an engagement between the obvious Buck and the Jaeger. We have intel now to where the Jaeger is in regards to the Buck, and possibly where a couple of the other team members are, because they are getting a bit more aggressive now, since being in that is a 3v5, about 1:30 left on the clock. So yeah, Buck again trying to get into a grid, locked in gridlock situation between the Jaeger, but is able to get the frag on the Mira. Now, again, about 1:05 left on the clock, that Valkyrie was able to get the frag on the Buck. And yeah, now we see Zofia trying, probably using droning, I'm guessing, to get that kill on the Vigil. So, 1v3 situation again. 2v3 situation. Obviously, the Jaeger is going to be low on health, so that's going to put a damper on his fragging capabilities, but nevertheless, he might be able to get a frag if he's not noticed, which obviously he's not by the Zofia, or by the obvious lack of droning.
Yeah,
Possible lack of communication
all he has to do is just hold down the diffuser. He will pick off the Thermite, putting it into a 1 versus 3 for the Zofia, and I think that the defenders are definitely going to win this round. even though Zofia will kill the Mira, she still has to go get Diffuser or kill 2 people. And 2 people are both in meeting hall, and they have the Diffuser. And Zofia only has 4 seconds to go do something, and she's gonna be out of time.
Yeah, definitely not a good situation for the Zofia in general. I mean, that most likely was not going to end out for her well, but even if that team would have played it better in terms of the diffuser holder, in terms of even communication with the Jaeger, and, you know, again, in regards to meeting hall and everything that was going on there, if they had just drone more, if they had just communicated about the position even of the Valkyrie and the Jaeger earlier in the round, because obviously the Buck knew where that Jaeger was and was able to even have an engagement with him. Obviously a failed engagement, but nevertheless engagement. So, you know, lack of communication definitely for the attackers. That, I feel that is where they went wrong. And this almost feels more like ranked than anything. They're obviously going for, they're trying to fill a strategy, you know, like a sort of ranked strategy that obviously is not working for them. They're not able to adapt to what the defenders are giving them, what they are putting out. And so, because of that, the defenders have been taking these rounds, and they have been able to capitalize on the attackers, you know, being uninformed in the biggest essence of it, because they have not been droning. Again, they have not been communicating, and it shows in their gameplay. And that's where you even can tell, you know, even as a caster, that the communication is not that effective between this team.
Yeah. I think that if there's any round that Trust No One needs to win right now, it's this one. Because they're already gonna walk out of this half of this match. They're already gonna finish their attack half with 3 points at maximum. They can't walk out on this half over RiZe. The best they can do is a 3-3, and if they lose this round, I think it's gonna have an effect on their mentality, as many people see Kitchen as an easy site to attack.
Yeah, definitely. And again, you know, with the weird roaming spots, it's almost like these defenders are so confident in what they're able to do that they can honestly just roam wherever they want. They feel so confident, and they can push them wherever they want. But it obviously is proven wrong, as Jaeger gets completely blindsided by that sledge sitting there. And again, the castle trying to peek does not peek effectively. It's now a 1v5 situation, went down all so quickly. Now, Smoke is in the bathroom. He's obviously going to get pushed a lot by the attackers.
We'll pick off the Thatcher, but it's probably going to be a low impact frag, as it's very unlikely he will clutch this. He is going to run into the sledge and take him head on and kill him. We'll get immediately refragged by the Maverick, and that's the end of the round right there.
Yeah, I mean, the round went down very quickly. Obviously, it was a success for the attackers. And like you said, you know, that was going to be one of the most impactful rounds for confidence and for, you know, just overall, again, morale of the attacking team, or of the blue team. Of, I believe, Trust No One in general. You know, so it was success on their part, and to the looks of it, they didn't necessarily do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, all these rounds are subject to judgment, you know, considering skill level and considering different types of adaptability and strategy. So, again, you know, very subject to judgment there.
Yeah, we are going to see another upstairs defense from RiZe. I believe this is their 3rd time going there. They're 1 for 2 so far on it.
Yeah, I believe so. So, what are your thoughts about this upstairs defense? How do you think it's gone so far, and how do you think it will go this round?
Well, I think that, of course, because this set has been played the most so far, that Trust No One is really starting to get used to attacking it more. And I think if they can just clear out the roamers without losing too many bodies, then as long as they don't take too long to push site, as long as it's not coming down to the dying seconds of the round, then they can take this.
Think so? I mean, me
Yeah,
personally, I think that as much as you are used to attacking something, you can be as much used to defending it. Obviously shown with the Jaeger double frag. And a triple frag with looks to me, about 5 health left. Completely shuts down the attack in all forms. And, yeah, is not able to...
Yeah, now it's a 1v5, and 1v4 now, as Bumble will get picked off by Tom. But it's still unlikely that he's going to win this, because 1v5s aren't very clutchable, and 1v4s aren't much easier. He will injure and kill the pulse before he can detonate the nitro cell, though, which will save his life. And that will put it in a 1 versus 3 now. He still has 2 minutes to attack the site and win the round, but I think that the defenders are going to play it smarter than they were in the first round, because back in the first round they would just push him until it came down to him versus the Mira. I think if they just hold on the site, then it's an easy lockout.
Yeah, honestly, and the defenders are obviously going to have to be more reserved on this defense, but it seems they're going more aggressive than ever, especially with the smoke being at around 10 health and the bandit just being over 25, so they're going to have to play this a little bit more conservatively if they want to win the round. Even with the Thermite having very low health, you know, he still has the ability to clutch, and he still does not have the ability to clutch, it seems, against the smoke, who just shuts him down, short of, I believe, 130?
I think so.
Around there. But,
well, that's the first half of this match, and RiZe will take it 4-2 so far. So they do have the advantage going into the second half, but I can't tell if their attacks are going to be stronger than their defenses yet, because I haven't seen it yet, obviously.
I mean, well, do you honestly think this is an attacker-sided or a defender-sided map?
I'm going to be honest, I don't think that this map is very far attacker or defender-sided. I think that it's very close between the two, like, the split will probably be 45 to 55 or something like that. But just a very small difference. Not nearly as defender favored as something like Clubhouse.
Alright. I'll go along with that. Sure. Of course, you know, there's so many different ways that this game can actually be played and that these rounds can be played, so yeah, of course, anybody can say that it is an attacker or defender-sided map. So, definitely would agree with that opinion. But now we see a not out of the ordinary, you know, not out of the blue pick for blue team here for Trust No One. With the defense, they're coming in with Maestro, Mira, Jaeger, Smoke, and Mute. So, we're obviously going to see a possible mute trick on the hatch, so shutdown of some vertical play unless the Thatcher is going to be utilized in this situation, which he may or may not be, depending on the fragging capabilities of each team. So, as well as this, we have Jaeger getting shut down immediately by the Thatcher. So, again, roaming capabilities are down for the blue team, as well as, you know, body count and utility. So, going in 2:30 with the match, we obviously have the attackers already in the building now with a possible hard breach on the hatch, maybe? Might see that. Again, going into armory, we have Thatcher holding his ankles, holding the flank watch for the team, which is obviously responsible for the situation. So, again, with about 2 minutes left on the clock, we don't see very much, we don't really see very much conflict between these two teams. I mean, again, you know, slow and methodical push for these teams might be the best for the situation. And obviously the top roam clear is going to be more extensive than originally thought. We are also going to see a muting and vertical hold from each team, which is obviously going to be a good sign for them. So, possible plant here Possible push into the objective is what I'd like to see, honestly, between these two teams. See how they can dish it out. See how the Maestro is going to be played with the plant denial. Yeah, especially that Maestro cam sitting there. I might have to take it out before any damage is done to the attackers.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna be honest, I see this round going in favor of the attackers, even though the hard breacher will get picked off by the Mira. Everyone is playing on site, and there's really no one to make a flank right now through meeting to pick off anyone holding it there. And as I say that, it will become a 2 versus 2. Plenty of frags on the board right now. But honestly, we will see the Thatcher planting.
I think this is a defender-sided round. Being completely honest. Okay, we see a double frag here now. 1v1 situation. Diffuser's drop. Maestro is very low now. It's against a Monty, but he doesn't have the ability to plant. Monty's just below 75 with that shot. So, the engagement between these two is going to be a good one. A definite good one. So we see Monty getting a defiant push into the Maestro. He knows his boundaries. He knows his limits. He knows what he's going to have to do to secure the win for him. And so, Maestro almost panicking, trying to move around, trying to secure the diffuser, but ultimately goes up the stairs, is trying to get the drop in on the Monty. The Monty not able to plant and effectively does not win the round. So, good thing on Maestro, in my opinion, actually, to do that, go up on the hatch, and be able to see a bird's eye view of what was going on in the objective, being able to see, you know, hey, is Monty planning on the objective? Would I be able to see the diffuser? Is this a good idea, you know, being able to look down to the objective? But, again, Monty wasn't able to get the frag on that Maestro. He wasn't able to push in quick enough. He was not able to see the Maestro just in general. So, again, good on him. Able to go up on the hatch without being seen by the Monty. And able to win the round.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with how the defense managed to win that round. I mean, they had the disadvantage going into the round with Jaeger getting picked up, and they had no roamers. They also had to contend with a Monty when they don't have Legion, and they're really only their only form of shield denial there really was the smoke. But even then, they waited out the time, and
honestly, I think that was truthfully a defender-sided round in the situation, because you see it was 1 minute left on the clock when last time I had seen it, and it was still a 4v4 situation. Now, there was no, there was absolutely no feasible push being made by the team. About 1 minute left on the clock. There was nothing. They weren't even down the stairs yet. They were still on top floor trying to do a roam clear, which was obviously not effective, considering there wasn't even any roamers in the first place for them to have to clear. So it was a very, you know, confusing, a very slow, not even methodical at that point. It was just being very slowed down, not able to contend to the speed of the round, not able to give a general, tone to their push.
Yeah.
Again, you know, with the new round starting, we have a bit of a different switch up. We see, instead of, I believe, a 3-armor, which is what they had originally, they switched and 6-pick to a mute. It's going to have to be effective for getting the drones, getting some utility in, and eventually maybe winning the round for them in certain situations. So, again, with the Jaeger going up on the tower, trying to get a shot on the Ash, is not looking at the Ash, downs the Ash, finally. Did not get the shot on the Ash for a while, but again, gets another frag for the team, but gets refragged in the end. Now, okay, so about 1:30 left on the clock. We got a 4v3 situation. No utility right now, barely any utility, still hard breacher on the board, so it is possible to get the hard breach down, but they're still going to have to grab that utility. that is sitting in between the closet and the generator. But now, again, another frag for the attacking team on the Jaeger. So 3v2 situation now, 1 minute left on the clock. They do have the diffuser, but they're again going to have to grab the mute charge that is there. With Castle watching the, I believe, yeah, the kill wall made there. Not able to prevent the IQ from getting the utility though, mute charge, but Castle's still holding really close on the breach, but Thermite is not peeking the breach as of right now. And I believe, did he leave again? I think the other caster left, but now another engagement between Castle and IQ. IQ able to best the Castle. Now, in one swift movement, it was Mira and it was, I believe, Mute that was able to kill the Thermite. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, it was Mike dead. Alright, I'll take over from here. Okay. Again, I'm sorry. I'm getting really repetitive in use of vocab. But, so, what went down in that round? That was, again, I felt they tried to fulfill a strat, tried to fulfill, like, a very methodical push, but it just, again, it degraded over time. With the quick frags within the first minute of the round, they were not able to get as much use out of their utility, out of their bodies, out of their fragging capabilities that they should have. And, you know, resulting from that, they were not able to win the round, the attacking team, I believe. Yes, the attacking team. So it had to come down to the last, I believe, 30 seconds, where the attacking team was, you know, 2v2, they were scrambling to grab the mute jammer and were scrambling to get down the plant. They were going to have to go for frags at that point, not even able to get the plant. And so IQ runs in, you know, grabs the frag on Castle. It looks very optimistic for them, but in all, they almost did like a quick 1-2, and the Mira and the Mute were able to get angles on both the Thermite and the IQ, both at once, and were able to get 2 frags to secure the round for the team. But in the situation of the attacker versus the defending side, I felt that the attacking side could have done more to prevent their team from losing so much utility and so many bodies. I mean, the way that the Thatcher went out and the way that I believe they had did they have a Sophia? I believe they did. Yeah, being able to prevent the frags that would be detrimental for utility for their team was, they were not able to do that, and it cost them the round. So now we see the first frag of the round on the dock. Now, the dock I don't believe has been used quite yet this time around. Or sorry, just in this match in general, but we see the dock going down first time in the round. First blood in the round, but Sophia does have half health, so that's going to limit her fragging capabilities for herself, but is still going to give them a body advantage. Now we see Smoke hiding in the showers, just trying to waste time on that IQ. Is doing seemingly a good job of it, but IQ pushing in now has to push on that Smoke to grab the showers advantage from the defending team. Slowly pushing in, gets into the engagement, and is able to best that IQ. Now it is a 4v4 situation, and we have about 1:35 left on the clock. So they already have a breach into, I believe that's living or dining, I believe. Sorry, they have a dining, living, whichever one you want to call it. So we see Jaeger roaming now, possibly trying to get the flank on one of those attackers. We also see a hold. Now, in the tower hold, we see, we see an engagement with Jaeger and Zofia. Now, Jaeger's on the flank, trying to get the frags, but Mira gets shot in the objective, as well as Jaeger, who tried to go on the flank, but was unsuccessful. Now, again, Castle's getting down by that Maverick, who the defending team did not notice until then. So Castle is down. It's a 1v2 situation. Smoke is going to have to push in and grab the frags to win the round. So Smoke sees both of the attackers, but does not capitalize on it, and gets shot and downed by the attackers. So effectively is not able to win the round for his team, as well as the castle. So a lot of things the defenders did wrong in that round. First of all, no awareness whatsoever. They were not aware of, where the, where the team was, where the attacking team was whatsoever, okay? They did not have a foothold in meeting. They did not have a hold in classroom. Not even on the whole other end of the building, generally. I mean, you would imagine that Jaeger would be able to hold off that Maverick, and he was not able to in that situation.
Yeah, I feel like the...
Yeah.
Hey, can you hear me good? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like the Maverick in that round was really the thing that, he put the nail in the coffin there. I think he killed 2 people from that one hole that no one knew about. I know that he at least injured the castle, but I feel like that was really the big playmaker in that round for the attackers.
Yeah, and little to no awareness with the defending team. It's unfortunate for them because being able to capitalize off of that is almost embarrassing. It's almost, because just even in general, you're supposed to be able to counter the Maverick. It's such an easy counter for them, and they still were not able to do it. And so the Maverick was able to capitalize off of something that could have been easily prevented. And so it was not prevented whatsoever by that Jaeger roam, and Jaeger did get shut down in that situation, and again, was not able to prevent the unfortunate fate that came to the whole defending team after that situation went down. So, new round started.
We're gonna see Zofia pushing in from garage right now. And
yeah. Zofia.
I think Thermite is going around a classroom.
Yeah, this obviously seems like an east side
classroom
push.
wall open, so Thermite's gonna have to expose more of his body to get the hatch, because he can't just Thermite the classroom wall and open the hatch at the same time. He's gonna have to actually get on the hatch, or at least within a meter, I think, from the hatch. He will get it open regardless.
Okay, so this is obviously a range strat that they're pulling here. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing new that they're pulling, nothing even relatively abnormal about this, but we see Jaeger have no clue where Jaeger is, and Jaeger could at any moment capitalize upon the fact that they have no clue that he's sitting in the attic here. They did not take the chance to drone, and they have not even heard Jaeger moving whatsoever. And so Jaeger is able to capitalize on that ability and gets that Thermite down. And so IQ was completely unbeknownst to this, and Twitch had no clue that this was happening, but tries to make a kill hole and is able to successfully get the kill on the Jaeger. So roaming capabilities down. Only able to get 1 frag, and then was fragged out again. So yeah, Ash personally, she should have been able to walk straight into attic and been able to kill the Jaeger before he was able to kill Thermite. So that was not good necessarily on that Ash. She should have been able to been more aggressive. She is an entry fragger. She is somebody that is supposed to be able to successfully grab that. And now we see Smoke at very low health from that Zofia. Zofia knew where that smoke was and was able to get a couple shots on him with her lifeline launcher.
Yeah,
so now
we'll see 2 big kills coming out from the defense here.
Definitely. So 4v1 situation. Twitch is gonna have to clutch this one if she wants to win the round for her team. Again, 4 to 5. So Twitch does have leg room to lose or win this round, but immediately gets shown up by the smoke that is laying down, or by the Mira and the smoke that is laying down on the ground. So again, yeah, Mira is absolutely, she's completely destroying the other team, as is Frost Time. So yeah, it is a very double-sided match here. Again, 5-5 between both, I believe, yeah, RiZe and Trust No One. So, in terms of stratting, to be completely honest, this does not seem like a go for type of strategy. This, in my completely personal opinion, seems like more of a rank strat than it does anything. Because you will see teams on rank pull this. You will see even high plat diamond teams on rank pull this. Because this is so generic. This is a very generic, very, not out of the ordinary type of push and type of strategy that these two teams are pulling out. So, in truth, in essence, it isn't very much of a competitive match. It's more of a rank match.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like that. But, of course, the one thing missing from the rank match would be an Shoddy, but that's banned. But other than that, I don't think it can get more ranked than this.
Yeah, honestly, I feel that the only thing discerning this from ranked and from a competitive match would be the banning system and the fact of the rounds. Honestly, these two teams are not pulling anything out that would be, these guys are normal players. These guys are ranked players. They're not pulling anything out that would make them special. That would make them, play worthy. Or that would make them, I guess, go for worthy, to be completely honest. But regardless, they still are doing their best and putting up with what both teams are giving them. So, kudos to them. So, again, going into the round, we see the first frag onto the Habana. So that's obvious utility and breaching capabilities and a body loss. So, again, great job in terms of getting the frag on the Habana. So we see, again, Jaeger's been roaming in different spots every round. Different spots every round. So it's interesting to see where he roams every time, because every time he is able to get at least a frag. At least. Or is even sometimes even gets shut down before he gets the frag. I mean, it's very wishy-washy with him because his position is so inconsistent to where you don't know where he's coming from, and you have to hold angles on everything. So another frag coming from the mute who was roaming in bathroom. So yeah, Ash just tried to push on that mute, but again, he does capitalize on the sound whoring abilities that he is able to pull out. And again, 5v3 situation, utility is lost from the Ash as well as the entry fragger capabilities, and a refrag now for the Smoke, who had just given his life away for that Ash.
Yeah, speaking of utility, that's one of the best pieces of plant denial off the board for the defenders right there. You've lost Smoke, he probably didn't throw out any gas grenades, so really the only utility he used this round was his shotgun and maybe barbed wire. But we will see the Twitch get a kill onto the Jaeger and Thermite onto the castle, leaving it in a 2 versus 3 in favor of the attackers. Make it a 1 versus 3 now. Now, Twitch is injured and will get picked off by the mute, as Thatcher plays the diffuser.
Yeah, so that mute that has been roaming has been a complete menace to the attacking side. I believe 2 frags now going on to the mute. He knows where the diffuser is, but is not able to get the kill as he gets pre-fired and ultimately killed. So, a couple things for that round. First of all, Jaeger not able to get any frags, or sorry, only able to get 1 frag in that round, but immediately got fragged out by the attacking side back again, as well as I think the Smoke, if I'm correct. But that round was a lot of getting fragged and then getting refrags for each of the team, but what it came down to was the attacking team able to have the aggressive behavior and able to push into the objective and win their gunfights. It really all came down to skill in that situation, and it really all came down to who can have the better reaction time, who is able to get the kill, and who is able to best the other team, truly. So again, 5-6 match point in favor of RiZe Alliance. Yeah, RiZe Alliance. So obviously, Trust No One is going to have to win this round out if they want a chance at advancing or, at winning the match in general. So,
yeah. Just getting some points. We will see them defend upstairs again, and this time the attackers are not bringing Hibana, they are bringing a Buck instead.
Yeah, so I'm hoping you see some feasible strats here. I'm hoping you see some out of the ordinary type of gameplay from these guys. Something that we have been wanting and we've been yearning to see. We've been wanting to see these types of just even, you know, slightly higher IQ plays from these teams. You know, I'm honestly hoping for that a Buck vertical play here. I truthfully am. And if Buck is able to be utilized, in, especially with the Mira, that he might be able to be absolutely detrimental to the defending side.
Yeah, and what is this? Jaeger running outside and trying to pick up the Thermite, but can't quite finish him. And the Thermite will be able to get picked up, and this round is not over for the attackers. He can still breach the wall if he can get to it.
Yeah, so that's a wasted life for the Jaeger, basically. He could have, you know, he could have chosen to get the down on the Thermite and just leave it at that, but instead he becomes aggressive and he decides to, no, I want this frag, and he doesn't get the frag, so now the defending team's being very, very aggressive. You know, getting thrown in a match point, they're able to lose a round, but then gets fragged out in now a 3v3 situation. So basically, it's just been a round of who can be more aggressive and who can win their gunfights at this point. Truthfully, it's not much more of a death match. It hasn't really been much strategy in these different situations between the attackers and defenders. So again, a 3v2 situation, obviously in favor for RiZe. And again, we're going to see the obvious Thermite breach, but with a 1v3 situation now, as Ash is able to get the very aggressive frag on the castle. Again, Mira's able to get taken down by the Ash again.
And that's game right there.
Yeah, that's game.
RiZe will win 7-5.
Right. Yeah, obviously kudos to both of the teams. They tried their hearts out, but RiZe was able to best trust no one. And yeah, that is the match for RiZe and trust no one. So pretty good match between them and pretty good rank strategy we had. But we will see you guys in the next match.
Who's running fuck?